Hello everyone, we have the new hero, which is Lan. So Lan is a Draconis faction hero, specifically I believe a Highborn Dragon hero from the patch notes. Also the intelligence-based hero as well, with the class being support and the primary role being buff, so hopefully we'll see some buffs with Lan here. And first let's look at the ultimate skill, which is called Dragon's Roar. This has an element ability to it. Lan shifts into a dragon, dealing dragon speak damage for 260% of her attack rating to all enemies in 3 stages. Enemies in the center take an additional hit of damage for 450% of her attack rating. Hit enemies are stunned for 10 seconds or until they receive 6 instances of damage. Only one hero on the team can shift at a time. And with the level 2 ability, enemies hit cannot recover energy or receive healing for 10 seconds or until they receive 6 instances of damage. And then we have the level 3. This has an active ability to it. Lan triggers Tempestuous Harmony for 8 seconds. During this time, the first 3 control effects applied to each allied hero are immediately removed. So I'm hoping this will do a lot of damage here. It sounds like it can do a lot of damage. Also can do a lot of crowd control. Then with the level 2 abilities, enemies hit cannot recover energy or receive healing. So that's pretty powerful. That lasts also for 10 seconds or until they receive 6 instances of damage. So overall, sounds like a pretty powerful ultimate skill to start off with. Let's look at a second skill, which is called Dense Mist. So Lan paints a swath of auspicious clouds for 5 seconds. During this time, each allied hero nullifies the first 3 instances of damage from skills or ultimates, with each not exceeding 600% of Lan's attack rating. Reusing this skill refreshes the cloud's duration and resets the damage immunity count. And with the level 2 ability, during the cloud's duration, allied heroes gain a bonus equivalent to 35% of Lan's attack rating and 35% of her defense rating. With the level 3, during the cloud's duration, each allied hero's immunity count against damage from skills or ultimates is increased to 4 instances. And the level 4 ability, during the cloud's duration, allied heroes gain 30 crit rating. So nullifying 3 instances of damage with the clouds, that sounds very powerful. And this is where the buffs start, gaining 35% of Lan's attack rating and 35% of her defense rating. That is for allied heroes during the cloud's duration. So yeah, the allies having an immunity count to instances of damage sounds pretty powerful. And looking at the third skill, we have Rain Bell. Lan wields her brush, summoning auspicious rain to fall within the allied half of the battlefield. This rain restores 30% max health to nearby allied heroes, up to 700% of Lan's attack rating, while dispelling most debuffs. This skill requires that allied heroes are sheltered under the auspicious clouds. And with the level 2 ability, if an allied hero dispels an enemy debuff or limitation effect, they inflict additional damage on the attacker. Each dispelled debuff or limitation effect deals damage for 200% of Lan's attack rating. This effect can be stacked up to 3 times. And with the level 3, additional damage inflicted is increased to 300% of Lan's attack rating. And the level 4 ability, which I believe is the first engraving skill, has the active ability to it. For 5 seconds, allied heroes within range immediately dispel newly applied debuffs. If applied by enemy heroes, they also inflict damage for 300% of Lan's attack rating to that enemy hero. During this duration, each allied hero can trigger the damage effect from this ability up to 3 times. So restoring the allied hero's max buff or max health when she summons the auspicious rain. Also, the allied heroes can do a lot of damage if they dispel an enemy debuff or limitation effect. So not only doing some healing, but also doing some damage with this skill. And looking at the final skill, it's called Nectar Song. This is a passive ability. After Rain Bell ends, all allied heroes except Lan gain a drop of nectar for 8 seconds. When heroes with nectar deal damage, they inflict additional damage for 300% of Lan's attack rating on the target and dispel most of the target's buffs. During the duration of nectar, each allied hero can trigger this effect up to 4 times. And with the level 2 ability, when nectar's duration ends, the affected hero recovers 20% max health up to 600% of Lan's attack rating. With the level 3 ability, when nectar's duration ends, the affected hero recovers 40% max health up to 900% of Lan's attack rating. And then with the level 4, the second engraving skill, if a target has dispelled buffs, each dispelled buff increases the potency of any additional damage inflicted by 150%. This effect can be stacked up to 4 times. So this one, it looks like it's going to inflict a lot of extra damage with this skill. Also gaining some max health when the Nectar's duration ends as well. So far it looks like Land could do quite a bit of damage. Let's go ahead and look at the signature item. So unlocking this signature item, the duration of Auspicious Clouds is increased to 8 seconds. With the plus 10 ability, during the cloud's duration, allied heroes gain an attribute boost equivalent to 60% of Land's attack rating and 60% of her defense rating. With the plus 20 ability, during the cloud's duration, each allied hero's immunity count against damage from skills is increased to 6 instances. The plus 30 ability, the skill Rain Bell now heals all allied heroes on the battlefield, and then the plus 40 signature item at the start of battle, Auspicious Clouds appear immediately in the allied half of the battlefield. So I think the plus 40 ability here sounds very powerful, especially when you look back at the Dense Mist with the Auspicious Clouds, nullifying the instances of damage that allied heroes receive. Then plus that, along with the plus 20 ability, increasing the instances to 6 instances here with the clouds, and also increasing the duration of the Auspicious Clouds as well when you just unlock the signature item. This ultimate skill sounds pretty powerful with all of these. And looking at the exclusive furniture, with the 3 of 3 furniture, during the duration of Nectar, if an allied hero's health drops below 50%, they recover 1 of their max health they recover 20% max health every 1 second. I believe that is a typo there, up to 500% of Land's attack rating. And the 9 of 9 furniture, during the duration of Nectar, if an allied hero's health is above 50%, their damage is increased by 75%. So when health is below 50%, they recover 20% max health every second. So that I think that's pretty powerful. That's a lot of healing. And then if their health is above 50%, they do a lot more damage, 75% increase in damage. Overall, a pretty simple furniture, but I think that could be very effective. So overall, I think just based off the skills alone, Land could be a very powerful hero, doing some buffs, doing some debuffs in there as well, also doing quite a bit of damage and healing. I think overall a pretty good all-round hero. I think even though the primary role is a buff, I think Land can do a lot for your team. Yeah, so hopefully Land will be a good hero, and if you like this video, then make sure to click the like button. Also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video from me. And also comment what do you think about Land, and thanks for watching.